Grownish, Smartish, British.
We are British, apparently. Uh-huh.
Hour-ish, an hour and a half.
We can do a quick thing.
Shall we go for it, guys?
Yeah.
Do you want to touch
on.
on another topic?
Go on,
Yeah,
quickly,
let's
go on.
touch on the other topic.
Yeah, because we got up until an hour and a half. We got until
Yeah.
baby girl.
30 plus 1.
We're learning each other today. All right, so very quickly on social media, the last few days it's been viraling. I think every single person has had it. Every single person's posted it. And if you guys don't know,
I haven't seen it until you showed me.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't until you showed me. I hadn't seen it.
all right, cool. So someone's uploaded, I think it's Spiritual World who started it potentially, and they said 25 things. Men are sharing things that they wish women knew about them. And they listed 25 different quotes from different people expressing things that are important to them that they think women should know about.
When I read them, I laughed. I was like, these men are moist.
Oh, wow.
This is why I needed you here.
It was-
I don't, but look at Ben's face.
I
It
know.
was hella beta blue pill energy long.
Okay, this is why we have you here today, sir. So
This guy.
I'm so excited to see a little debate thing going on over in
This
this
guy.
corner.
What? Right, let's go. Let's
get
go.
comfortable,
Let's
guys.
go.
Yes.
All right, so it had a lot of reposting.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
repost.
yeah. Lot of likes,
resharing,
lot of
yeah.
comments, everything.
And a lot of men were reposting it, and they weren't reposting it with like laughing tears. They weren't posting it. It was as if saying like, "Here you go. Here's a little small
Finally, someone
insight."
understands me.
Yeah.
Like elements of it.
Yeah.
So my first question to you guys: do any of you want to be the small spoon?
No, I said that. I actually talked to Joe about this. I was like, if you ever come up behind me, you go.
Swear.
Never.
Like you never just want to like say,
No.
fine. If you're in bed,
No.
yeah. Like, wait, one
No.
second.
No.
You don't want to wear her like a backpack.
No, not interested.
That's a very interesting way of looking at things.
Yeah.
That's cute. That's
I've-
story
I-
stuff.
Cute.
I have
Come here,
actually.
babes.
I've given her a piggyback before, and it's been calm. But no, don't
So
ever.
I'm not
come
It's
gonna
back.
just a horizontal piggyback.
No,
So
Wait, why? What's the reason behind it?
don't like it.
That's
does it take away your masculinity?
No, I'm just not into it.
Ah, fair
Okay.
enough.
So I personally, if I'm sleeping with my partner
Mm-hmm.
and like we were started off spooning, then we obviously moved around. And if he's facing his back to me and I want a cuddle, I'm reaching in. I don't care.
Hug your pillow.
Nah, B, I want his body warmth. Are you mad?
All right, good for you.
So at that point, he's maybe unintentionally.
Calm down.
Become the little spoon.
I can see you, bro. Man's licking his lips like it's lunch.
I got Vaseline on my lips. I ain't licking
Calm
nothing.
down.
Yeah.
Calm down.
So he's unintentionally becoming the small spoon. He
Yeah.
didn't volunteer it by force. Sounds rapish, but it's not.
Yeah.
But does that count? Is that okay?
If that's what your guy likes, then find out what he likes.
So what would you
and
do if your wife was to do exactly what I just described?
Elbow.
Would you dash her to the side?
I wouldn't dash to the side, but I'd just be like, all right, I'm done now.
What does that mean?
Just yeah.
It's a
You,
move.
But you're asleep, Ben.
huh?
You're asleep.
Then you best not wake me up because we got stuff to do
So
in the
what?
morning.
So basically, you might be a little spoon in your
Jeez, I
sleep
can see
and
the
you have
romance
no
there.
idea it's been happening.
And a spontaneous side.
Never,
Oh shit!
never.
All right, what
Now I'm
about
asleep.
yourself?
I'll wake
Eddie?
up.
I don't think I'd mind. He ain't gonna do that for me. Like,
But you call these men moist, but you don't mind being a small spoon.
nah,
So are you
that's
saying
it.
you don't want to be the
He's
small spoon
confident.
because
I
that's
I
typically...
know my thing. Like what? She hold me from behind is a problem. Like it's my girl. That's my wife. That's my woman. Do you get me?
If that's why I said, know your guy, know what he likes, and if that's what he likes, calm.
No, that's right. That statement is right, but I don't think it's emasculating or anything.
No, never,
Nothing
never.
like that.
I'll
So,
never,
like,
I'll never say that.
yeah, yeah.
All
I'll
right.
never say that.
Fizz, have you ever made anyone the small spoon?
Yeah. Not a guy, just to clarify, friends.
Wait,
We're
what?
talking
What?
about men, Fizz.
I mean, your ex-husband, no?
Yeah, I have actually. I
You
don't
made
even
that
think
sound hella sus.
unintentionally.
Yeah.
No, because I was obviously because that was such a long time ago, guys. It was a long time. It was a lifetime ago.
Same
So I don't
number.
remember
Yeah.
a lot about that time, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did spoon him.
And he never dashed you to one side.
Nah, fam.
That's good. So, guys, there's 25 different comments that people wrote. Rather than go through them all, I want you guys to randomly pick a number and I'll read it out.
Okay, 13.
Oh, I
We're
was
starting
gonna
with
say
Ben.
that one. Okay.
13's my lucky.
Go on then, Ben.
All right, so someone said when we say we're thinking about nothing, the majority of the time, we are literally thinking about nothing. Or maybe we are thinking of something ridiculously made up scenario that sounds stupid if we said it out loud. Sorry, Fizz. would you
Wait,
like
I
to
have a
speak?
question.
Yes.
Is that actually true, guys?
don't-
Is it
I-
literally crickets
I
in
really
your
can't
head
understand.
and like tumbleweed?
I don't understand how you cannot accept that sometimes I think about nothing.
I've had people. I've said to
Absolutely
the guy,
nothing.
"What's on your mind?" Like nothing.
Nothing.
I'm like, oh, this whole time
Do you know?
I thought
do
you
know
were thinking
why?
about me.
I think even I don't know what it is, but it seems to be women seem to think about everything all the time, and I don't understand how you cannot put your minds at rest.
It's true.
You can't.
You're
There's,
actually
there's
true.
no. There's
We're
no
built
rest.
different. We're
There's
built
no
different.
rest. Honestly,
We're just
there's,
built different.
there's no time in your head where you be like,
Nothing.
what are you thinking about?
Food.
How many times have I said to my wife, what are you thinking about? I've said nothing. Oh. And this is the shock
She
on her
can't
face.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
confusing to us. Like, I've got bare shit going from my head.
He
right
must
now.
be cheating.
Probably because she also has a lot of shit to be getting on with.
Like
And so
what?
she's so
I think about
Like
everything
what?
all the time.
yeah, I
yo.
think about everything all the time, but
We're
it's
built
not
different.
just
It's all your chemicals and shit. at
I'm
work.
telling
That's
no,
all it
whoa,
is.
Wait,
no,
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 far,
it's
but-
not
wait,
even
wait.
far. It's not even that. It's just a case of, okay, now I need to do this in a couple of hours, so what do I need to do beforehand? I'm thinking about that.
Guys.
Or,
No, but that's cool. Yeah, but what he's saying is that there's times when, irrespective of whether we got things to do or not, we can sit down and I could just be here staring at the wall, spaced out.
Nothing.
Nah, that's mad.
Completely
But that's-
spaced
that's-
out for like 5-10 minutes, and like you might be sitting with me, but just sit there and let me space out in peace. When I'm ready to come back to reality, I'll come back.
But even if I try to space out, if I try to do nothing right now, I'm thinking about doing nothing. I'm
Okay.
still thinking about something, which is nothing.
when I
how do
space
you-
out,
how
I'm
do you
on
meditate?
holiday.
How do you meditate?
Even when I pray, so I pray obviously 5 times a day, part of my faith, and you're meant to try and disconnect from the world. So you're meant to try and, the amount of times I've thought about trying to disconnect, and then my mind goes into
Yeah.
somewhere else, then I'm in some weird, like, do you know when there's a mirror upon mirror and you got like, of like
Yeah.
thoughts?
You've got 100 tabs open in your head. Yeah.
You're like that Spider-Man meme pointing at each other.
Literally. I'm just like, then I'm like, disconnect, Heather, disconnect. Like, why are you disconnecting? Man, suddenly there's 3 voices.
Yeah.
There's only 2 of us here.
It's
Me and
just-
my thoughts.
It's so draining. That's
And
why.
do you know what's even worse?
That's
Sorry.
why I think that like more women are on like antidepressants and anxiety.
I was going to
and
say this
Big
because
facts.
it's too much, man.
I know women that overthink. I overthink to a point of anxiety, but I've seen overthinking to the point of corruption. Like you've actually destroyed yourself.
And that is why
And that's mad.
I don't understand.
Please teach us to be like
I used to
you.
tell girls this
Yeah.
all the time. Girls will create a scenario in their mind,
Fully.
live out the
Jeez,
scenario
man,
until
right.
the final conclusion, and that conclusion must be real because you've lived it out in your head.
I
And then
can
you'd
tell
ask,
you,
like, it's mad.
based on recent experience, 100%. I've sat down with someone and I've watched them come to their own conclusion over and over again. I'm like, my G, baby girl, give yourself a rest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do
Like, for real, for real.
you know what book you'd enjoy though? It just came to mind still. The Ways of the Superior Man. It's about energies and like trying to understand how things work.
Do you
in women's
recommend
head.
any books to us women? Because you just looked at Ben straight.
I say read The Defining Decade. Yeah, actually read that book still.
Is he trying to call me old?
Go listen.
No.
Go listen. Go,
It's a great book still
Listen
by
to-
Meg J.
Kevin Samuels, man. You know that, brother.
Honestly, yeah,
Oh,
it's the
Jesus.
KS. Yeah,
No.
All right. Eddie, choose a number.
Do you know what though? What I want to do, I sent you a list of numbers of the ones that I thought were
I
great.
know, I'm not going to read them out. You go guess now. Because,
I remember 5 being one. I think.
all right.
No.
You just want to be controversial for the fun of it.
Nah, because those ones pissed me off. I'm reading those thinking like this is an example of how feminine men have become in modern day society.
And
Like
whose
the
fault-
influence of feminism.
Whose fault was that?
Women. But that's why I want to go for them ones still. But you know,
Can I
So are
Society.
you, have you decided number 5?
is it 5? Let me. What number?
Nah, don't look at
Go
your
for
phone.
5. Just go for 5. Just go for 5.
Fizz, you want to say something before I read number 5?
I was going to ask how you define feminism and femininity and masculinity.
Because men have feminine energy, but you got
Of
to
course,
have...
there's a balance.
No, because I'll let you answer it first, and then I'll share my thoughts.
The basic definition of feminism is it's effectively equality. So the equality of opportunity. And
No,
the
not
equality of
sorry. I
outcome.
meant femininity and
My
masculinity.
guy went for the
Sorry.
dictionary. I don't know if the source was going to come out.
I mean, like, how do we define someone as being feminine and someone as masculine?
Where's that line?
So the lines come from one. Femininity is also defined by historical traditional roles. So like, what roles did you play? So like, your nature, nurturing, soft, lovely, cuddly, that kind of thing. Being a woman, that's how you define.
What, men aren't cuddly, no?
You can't. Well, it depends.
Are you cuddly?
There's a reason why in most, and I experienced this today when I picked up my son. There's a reason why in most nurseries there are women, because women are just better equipped to look after young children.
To be socially.
You will not find you'll not find a nursery that has a bunch of men. And if you did, you'd be like...
Maybe it might be a proactive decision to focus predominantly on men. It wouldn't be a natural thing.
Women are better in social environments, so they want to be around people, whilst men are more concerned with things. Hence why, and this is the argument for the pay gap, but that's a whole different conversation. But essentially, because
in next week's episode, we'll have Eddie back discussing pay gap.
Because women are better equipped to be in social environments, that's why they tend to go for things like schools, social care, nursing, those type of things.
Even in the corporate world, what do women normally be drawn to? HR, they're drawn to what? Media.
Am I the only one that works with only men?
Hello, sister. I'm also in the construction.
Yeah, we're also in construction.
Also in the construction.
That's rest though. But yeah, go on. Number 5. Let's go for number 5.
Sorry, before we get into the reason why I asked the question was because some of the things that you've mentioned, like being soft, being caring, I feel like these are personality traits and they're not specifically...
I think some women are natural nurturers.
Yes, natural nurturers. But that doesn't mean...
I didn't think I'd be a nurturer. I'm like, whoa, okay, I have a child. I know how to nurture this thing.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean that because Ben is a guy and has a son, and is a father, that doesn't mean that he's not nurturing just because he's a man.
Kind of
so what I'm trying to say is like, sometimes we have a view of what's feminine and what's masculine, but a lot of that is blurred. So you can't say being nurturing is a feminine trait because that's...
So without digressing too much, did anyone watch the ZZ Mills and Sideman?
Yeah.
Say about how he's not alpha. He got in his feelings.
You know why I dislike that? I hope this gets cut. You can go play around. ZZ was out of line for saying something like that because one, she will never ever be or never she is not or never will be an alpha man. So she doesn't get to define what is one. You can't be saying that he's not an alpha man because
why not?
But a lot of men agreed with her.
Tone.
A lot of men agreed with her. Because he's
even the men that agree with her don't get to define that. The people that define if Daniel, whatever David or Sideman is an alpha man is the clique that he's around.
I don't agree with that.
Why?
So.
Tell me why. How do you know David to be calling him an alpha man or not?
Because alpha is... So, and I got this is from another book, yeah. Because this.
We've reached our quota, guys. No more.
We now have a library.
No, because you have to try and understand these things from a contextual level.
I appreciate it.
A lot of people want to say alpha is by behaving the type of way you're doing certain things, which is what Sideman alluded to. I control my this and I do that.
Yeah, that's just caveman kind of.
Alpha is a mind state because we can't all be alpha all the time. There's different instances where we portray our alpha. You might be alpha at work. You might be alpha on this podcast. You might not be alpha at home though. So alpha's a mind state. Alpha's not a physical thing, which is what Sideman's trying to do. I don't think ZZ Mills was wrong in saying that you don't give me alpha vibes because what is ZZ attracted to? What are women attracted to? A man that can lead, dominate, etc., etc. So if he's not presenting those alpha vibes to her, how is she wrong for saying her presence? Why is she wrong for not defining what alpha is in that instance?
So in that same instance, if Simon goes with a girl and she says that he's alpha, is he alpha then? By that definition.
100%. But again, how is...
That's why
No, but that's... How is
everyone's got a different way to measure
it based on
their preference.
It isn't... It's not... Yes and no. Because in that instance, how is he presenting himself to that woman? The vibes he gives off to ZZ, as in friend zone vibes, ZZ would perceive that as beta. For a girl he's moving to, he might present alpha vibes to that woman because of how he's moving to her.
And maybe in comparison to what she's seen before. So she might maybe never seen that level of alpha before in her life, so therefore she'll deem that as alpha. But I think also she was commenting on just the way he speaks in general. Like I think because he tends to side with women and he tends to...
He's mad feminine.
Okay. But do we continue talking about this or do you want to go to the scenario?
Let's go to the scenario.
Because we're going to go back to the whole feminine energy.
Yeah. Go on.
All right, number 5. When we tell women that we don't know how we feel about something, it's usually true. And we genuinely don't understand how we're supposed to feel. I personally wasn't allowed to express emotions growing up, and it turns into me not being able to understand my emotions. Before you speak, I actually think this is true. I don't care, because men are wired not to speak. Men have been told, man up, don't speak, don't say nothing, handle it, don't worry about it. Hence mental health being an issue amongst men. Hence suicide being a thing. Hence, relationships breaking up because my guy can't say, I'm struggling.
Or he can't express his emotions, whatever those emotions are.
Moist.
No, Eddie, no.
No, but that's facts. Sorry, where are you from originally?
Nigeria. What?
Were you allowed to express emotion in your house?
That's what I'm going.
So let me break this down. Yeah.
No.
Go on,
yes
sir.
Or no? Were you allowed to express emotion in your house? If you got annoyed, would your father or your mother allow you to get annoyed?
No, I'm good upstairs. I fucking hate you.
There
Yeah,
you
yeah,
go.
you wanna-
That is the case in the point.
Yeah.
Men, you were brought up in such a way, and I'm in that same boat. I've had to unlearn everything that I was taught when I was younger to be able to express myself in the way in which people understand me. So if you're not being able to think in a certain way, I wasn't allowed to be annoyed. There was no part of me when I'm angry. You weren't allowed to be angry. What are you angry for?
But
Go to your room,
also,
are you mad?
Ben,
Yeah.
did
Moist.
you also see?
That's not moist.
Dummy.
Them and it's moist.
Dummy.
You can't
No, but then
even
also,
express
sorry,
yourself.
was your father able to show any sign of weakness? As in, was he able to ever say that
No,
he's
and he
struggling?
shouldn't. Not to
Wait,
my mum.
so
Not to my mum.
no,
or us.
not to your mum, but
That's
just
an
generally.
opinion.
So
That's an
what?
opinion.
It is an
You're not
opinion.
allowed
I will
to.
explain after, but go on, make your
Yeah.
points and I'll explain.
No, I was just
Please
asking,
let
like,
me
were you?
explain.
So expressing emotion isn't just about being sad. Expressing emotion is stuff like being happy,
Yeah, you're right.
being excited about something,
Yeah.
being angry, being upset is one of them.
Anxious.
Being anxious, being depressed.
There's
These,
an
you know,
entire
there's
spectrum of
An
emotions.
entire
exactly.
spectrum, yes.
So what I'm trying to understand is, were you not at home? Were you not allowed, or were you not encouraged to express any of those emotions?
Happiness, etc. Of course, if I done well, I was congratulated. If I done something bad, do you get me? It is what it is.
Licks.
You get me?
Licks.
Licks. You get beaten.
Yeah.
You get disciplined. You get what I'm saying? But I'm coming from a man's perspective, yeah.
From Eddie perspective.
From
As
from
a
your
man,
perspective.
I'm speaking for men right now. Yeah.
No,
you can
some
choose
men,
to agree
some
or
men.
disagree. I'm
Yeah.
speaking for men, innit? Yeah. Society's become more gynocentric in the sense that it's become more female-led. Women want men to be more feminine, and when men become more feminine, they're no longer attractive to those women. As a man, you're meant to be the rock of the family.
Correct.
If he doesn't control his emotions, what does that do for the rest of the family?
Does it have to be one extreme or the other? Can't he just be within moderation, able to express certain things? Why does he have to be mad moist and a hot mess, like and level out to the woman in distress?
Because there's no way to there's no graph. If I cry 3 times a week or if I cry once, like what is it?
But it's not just crying, though.
I'm making an example. So I'm saying there's no bar to set. So really, it has to be black and white. As a man, if you want to be the central point, the pillar of your family, then they need to look to you and look to you as someone that can lead them. If Boris Johnson came out on TV and started crying tomorrow, what's this leader for? Have you ever see someone like Putin? They see him as a powerful
would you like
leader.
Boris to be able to cry to his wife?
No, because again, a woman's not built to deal with a man's issues. If a man has a problem, go talk to your man.
I
then.
have big
That's what-
arms.
You can do your thing, I mean, but again, how you then see that man changes based on the fact that he's presenting that side of himself to you. So I'd rather be the rock that you want as the man in your life. And if I have problems, I go to people who can deal with my problems. My woman, my children aren't equipped to deal with the problems that I have as a man. Therefore, I'm not going to go to them and present them with those issues because
Sorry, but who would you reach out to?
my doggies, my close ones.
I
Or
don't
family.
know.
But how is that easily done?
What do you mean?
As in, like, do you find it very easy to just be able to approach someone
If
for
me
help?
and my, this is why I think even in the US things like therapy is massive, but it's not as big as in the UK.
But do you not
We
think
need
that's
those
part of
outlets.
growth? Like, do you not think therapy back like 20 years ago was a taboo and now it's becoming okay? You're making it okay for men now.
I want it to become okay. What I'm not arguing, just to be clear, is that men shouldn't have an avenue to display their
outlet,
emotions. It's just where you choose to display them. Don't display them to your family and kids. Don't display them to your wife. Those are the people that you're meant to show.
What if your
strength
wife
towards.
wants to support you?
Yeah.
What if she wants to like literally?
You can want to
let
do
you know
that.
you're okay.
You can want to do that, and I'll know. I can take those gestures. I'm not blind. I can see that you wanna. Your best interests are for me, but I also realize that women think a certain type of way. Kids are a sponge, and they absorb information in a particular type of way. They're meant to look at me as a particular type of way. If I don't present myself with those things, I am then willingly causing destabilizing my household. When again, there's other avenues that I can deflect that to make sure that I am okay.
But you also understand not a lot of men know where to do that outlet. Like they don't feel comfortable speaking to the man. They don't feel comfortable confiding in anyone. They just literally have to internalize it, and because they're forced to feel like if I show any cracks, I'm weak. Do you not feel that's very, very unfair on that human being to be able to compress all these feelings and not have anyone to bounce
Because
off.
a lot of people seclude themselves. Like, again, I've tried to create a situation where I have a support structure, and that is my boys.
But do you not feel you're uniquely you? Like that's not every man.
But this is where a conversation like this become important, because again, men feel like there's a limited amount of places to voice it. Your boys should be your first point, your close friends. Like, who are these people close to?
But why not the woman that you've decided to raise a family with and build a home with and build a future with?
There's certain things that I should show you, and there's certain things that I shouldn't. Plain and simple.
No, but I disagree.
Okay.
Because no, again, I'll make the point of this. Most women want men to be more vulnerable, and why I say society's become more gynocentric, so it's become more female-led because of feminism and how they've changed men, is that women do stuff and then act a different type of way. So women will say, I want beta traits from a man. I want guys that are vulnerable, caring, blah, blah, blah. But you're there having sex with fuckboys. If you it's the truth. I always say this. If you want to get a girl, you can't listen to what she says, because you don't learn to catch fish by asking the fish, how do I catch you? Do you get what I'm saying? Women will tell you one thing and act another way. So a lot of women will say, I want a man that's X, Y, and Z. And then when you become those things, you're no longer attractive to that woman. That same thing applies to your woman.
So I'm going to agree that there are women who do say they want this and they end up with the total opposite. But I feel like...
It's not even the opposite. It's just the alpha traits.
Just
what's
something
most attractive.
different.
Okay, fine, that's fine. But I genuinely feel there has to be a middle ground, because I know for a fact, for me, to be in a relationship, you have to be an honest communicator. So I never want to know my man is struggling mentally and he has to put on the front just to make me happy, because that doesn't give me comfort. I'm not that woman.
You wouldn't know. If you're doing it properly, you wouldn't know.
No, but
you would know, because no man is going to hold himself.
That's why he needs a proper outlet.
More times, the guy who doesn't have any support system, you think outside the box. You're thinking, all right, I need to build a system. You're someone that wants to read and learn and grow. You're not the average alpha male. Do you know what I mean? The average alpha male lives in his world of being told and being raised to keep things in. So if your dad's only ever taught you to keep things in, you won't suddenly go, let me just think outside the box and build a whole community around me. So instead, you'll keep things in, but you might lash out in a different way. You might have a short temper. You might avoid your wife. You might because you just don't know how to deal with these feelings. And this is facts. So you're in a very privileged situation where you can go, do you know what? I know I can confide in my boys. The caliber of men that I have around me, they've got me. Not every guy has that.
See, but then again, like, we're not teaching men how to build proper support structures. Like, we're always told this: surround yourself with people that help you grow as an individual. So if you're around those type of people, then naturally you've built a support structure that you can go and talk to. Like, I haven't known Daily all my life. If I have certain financial issues, I'll be like, yo, Daily, advise me on these financial issues. If I got problems, I got my dog that I always grew up with that I can go to say, bro, listen, I'm going through this right now. Though that's my outlet. I don't use my woman for that, because I don't. You're not equipped to deal with those issues.
So would you straight and lie to your wife if she says to you, like, is everything okay? I can sense something different.
Yeah, I'm good, B. Hey, yo, dog, listen, fuck, bro.
No.
You'll have walkie-talkies under your pillows.
100%.
I need your help.
Listen, it sounds like, it does sound harsh and whatnot, but again, like,
I don't think everyone's built like you.
I don't feel women are just generally well equipped to deal with those situations.
I think some women are. I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like we live in a time more so where we're in a position to be able to assist and help. And it doesn't demasculate the man. Listen, any woman and man, any man or woman that cries too much all the time, I don't find that attractive. If you're going to cry all the time, it doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman.
What's too much?
Over like a film. Why are you crying over? I don't cry over a film. So to me, that's you, but you cry when you're laughing, like you cry when you're sad. You cry when wind hits your eyes.
I literally do.
But as in, there comes a point where it's just like, it's not attractive, just stop it.
Yeah.
So that's different. That's someone who's doing too much.
Yeah.
But if you're genuinely in touch, goes, you know what, I can acknowledge today's not a good day. I respect that. Because I want to help elevate that day for you. I want to change that day around for you. But if you don't communicate it, then I'm going to be like, okay, so he's being a bit offish today. You're not a robot. You're going to show. You're going to give way. You're going to give signs.
Exactly. And home is your comfort. Like at home, your home is with your family, your wife, your partner, whatever. Your home is your comfort, your safe space and your haven. If you cannot be yourself there and you're having a bad day and you're having mad anxiety about work, and you cannot tell your partner, maybe you don't need to tell your children, you don't need to tell your kids that I'm feeling anxious, but at least to tell your partner, like, I'm having a bad day.
It's going in one
Maybe
ear,
not
going
you,
out
but
the
I
other.
mean generally, like,
The truth is, if I come home, because you had a bunch of marriage statistics, one of them, I checked it specifically for the UK, is that most marriages most divorces are initiated by women, I think it was 62% in the UK. Most divorces are initiated by women. In the US, it's like 80%, A lot of these things come down to, one, finances, which you just mentioned, if you're having problems or blah, blah, blah. If I start to mention these things, again, I said women aren't well equipped to deal with these problems. If I start mentioning these things, one of the things that women seek in a man is security. One of the prime
100%.
things. So if I shake your
100%.
security, what does that happen to your perception of me as the man who's the rock of the family? It then changes. I would rather not put that burden on you and take my manly responsibilities and take my issues elsewhere to the man them who can actually advise me on what to do next, etc., etc. I'm not saying I can't say nothing to you. I will articulate some problems with you. If I had a bad day, where look, manager pissed me off, or blah 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 blah. I can say that to you. But the deep shit, I'm dealing with that myself because that's my role. That's my position as a man. That's being masculine.
Fizz, choose a number.
23.
My girl went all the way to the end.
Amen.
Go through it. Please hold the line, guys. Our feelings get hurt, but we were trained to suck it up and deal with it. Because of that, we have a tendency to be really bad at communicating. I feel like we covered this already.
We've covered this. Can I pick a different number?
Over to you.
16.
I think that's the better one as well still.
Oh my God.
Was it 16? I think 9
this
was
is a
one.
good
Playing hard to get does not work at all.
110%.
You're wasting your time still.
You're wasting your time and my time. And when I was growing up, this was a lot. No, when I was growing up, I used to, when people used to say, this is long.
Yeah.
I used to be on a no longness diet. At any point in time, if I text you, you don't text back. I text you twice, you don't text, your number's gone.
Yeah.
Delete it.
Fuck with it.
I do not have time to wait. I don't understand. The one thing, you think about it this, in a relationship, do you like games as a woman?
No.
So why would we like games?
I mean, I never play games. So
I'm
you
just
can't-
saying.
It's all a game though. It is all a game. You've got to
woman-
learn to play the game.
No woman goes into a relationship and says, I like headache. So why would we like headache?
Yeah. Be a man's peace. That's what we want.
We want peace and quiet and just chilling. That's
Jacquees
it.
has got a good song called
Yeah.
Trying to Be Your Peace.
Yeah.
Big tune. I agree. I think everyone should be each other's peace.
Yeah.
So do you ever play hard to get growing up? Do you play hard to get now?
No.
I don't
If someone perceives me as playing hard to get, it's basically I'm not interested in you anyway.
You're just not getting the hint.
You're just not getting the hint. So, I've already deleted your number. You've still got mine and trying to message
So
me.
my energy is, if someone gives me their number or I take whatever, I feel no way to message you straight away. Do you know people go, oh no, it's too soon.
That's
Take
playing
time.
the game.
No, I'm not into that. I'm just go look.
That's playing the game.
Yeah.
We're adults.
Yeah.
I'm a holiday. Oh my, just met you. That's
Yeah,
it.
same.
I
I
don't
do the
care if
same
I
thing.
reply within 2 seconds, within 2 minutes, or 2 hours. The minute I get the moment to reply, I'll reply. I won't feel
Yeah.
like I won't overcalculate, won't overthink it.
Yeah.
For what?
But most
Yeah.
girls don't do that though.
Fair enough.
Most girls, it is a game. But like
Not
as a
me,
man,
boy.
this is why you got to have an abundance mindset. Because a man without options, you're selling yourself short. Because there's gonna be girl that try to waste your time like that.
No.
Do you get me? If you have an abundance
This
mindset,
is the very reason why I am not single. I hate this. I hate it.
Yeah.
Absolutely hate every single thing about
Do you know
being
what?
single. It's expensive. It drains your energy. And for me,
It's too
it's a
much.
waste of time.
Ben, and also just a quick one, 2021 is even harder.
It's
I remember
a
when I was
waste of time.
married, I was like, do you know what? You guys stay over there with your single life, yeah? I'm good. I don't have to worry about this nonsense. When I joined the single game again, I'm like, nah, this is way too deep.
It's headache.
First, it was fun. Then there was too many options.
but it should
It's
be
still
long
too
for a
many
woman. It
options.
shouldn't be long for a man. though.
It's
long.
long.
Shouldn't be long for a man though.
Why?
Because if you're like, this is what we're built to do, bro. Like,
No,
get me at
no,
it, get me doing our
no,
things. You get it?
no.
Like,
Most guys, not all of them, most guys just want to be chill and settle down. Most.
that's cap.
No, it's not.
As you get older, you just want
No,
peace.
it's
Yeah,
not.
as you get older, you want peace from
So
the woman
you-
you want to settle down with.
But as in you
Yes,
just
so
wanna
that's
settle down.
exactly what I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
said.
Oh, so
You
you're
wanna
trying to settle down, I hear it. But you're saying you hate being single. Most men don't hate being single.
Okay.
At some
No, I
point,
think
you'll
what
feel the void.
Ben means is that he's glad he's not single anymore so that he doesn't have to deal
Play
with
the
the
game,
shit
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
anymore.
'cause you don't have to
I'm
deal with
also,
that.
I'm also saying it comes to a point where most guys want to settle
But
down.
were you the guy, yeah, that was active in trying to approach women? Like, was that ever your thing?
Sometimes, not all the time. I was kind of shy and whatever.
This leads to my last question, guys. Please ask us out. It makes us feel wanted and loved.
Never gonna
Who
happen.
wants anyone to shoot their shot?
Never gonna happen.
No, they're talking about
Yeah,
women
yeah.
asking men
Yeah.
out.
And I'm
Yeah,
telling you, that's never
nah.
gonna happen.
What do you mean?
Do
Ask
you want,
what,
do you
what
want a
to a
woman? Do
date?
you want a woman to shoot her shot?
I would love that, but
Girls,
it's never going
girls
to happen.
shoot their shot.
So do you? But how does it make you feel
No,
more
no, no,
loved and
not in
appreciated?
the DMs. Come up to you, cold call.
Bro, on that
He guts it like that.
like a girl come and did it. I was like, raw, like, what are you doing, bro?
How did-
It's happened a couple times, isn't it?
Perfect.
But
How did it
girls
make you feel?
How
don't
did it
have
make you
souls.
feel?
It's flattering. It's flattering.
Did you say yes? Did you say
that
yes?
make
Just
you
not to
moist?
be rude. I just gave her
Does
the
that
number.
make you moist?
What do you mean?
Because you find it flattering. Shouldn't you be like, no, that's my role.
No.
Leave the room and let me come back.
Do you know why?
Let me move to you.
Because you can move to me or make the first move, but then I take control of the situation.
Hey.
Do you get what I'm saying? You've now come into my space. Cool, you've approached me. Boom, now this is my situation. I'm going to dictate what happens next. You get what I'm saying? That's how it goes. So, like...
we both
What?
God damn.
I've done it. I've asked the guy out before.
Yes, I know you have. You've touched it. Yes, you touch guys, you know.
Touch who?
I have a technique.
She has a
I have a
technique.
technique.
You
I'm not
grab
sure-
them.
Do you want to
I do not grab
Do you want
them.
to demonstrate your technique on Eddie?
No.
Eddie, do you give
You
permission to touch?
stroke his arm.
Yeah.
I knew
It would be like a little as I'm walking past.
Oh, like that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I'll
then
spin around and say, yo, what are you telling me?
I would never do that.
but if I didn't
you
do
mama
the
gather
arm
dust.
squeeze, if I didn't
All
do the arm
day.
squeeze, I wouldn't get that.
No, I hear that
So
still.
that's me initiating it.
Yeah, but that's like
So
a
do
girl
you
looking
find-
over and looking at you for like 2
No,
3
the
seconds.
Yeah,
looking
don't do
over
that.
is not enough
Oh,
anymore.
I do that. I will
Yeah.
give you the look.
that's
I'll
the
give you
way-
the
Yeah,
smile.
don't do
If
that.
you're
The
if you're
look
well
is
if you're well equipped, if your man scope is on, listen, that look, you know what going. Sometimes you just gotta shoot.
I'll
your
never
shot.
wink though. I've been winking at him all day. I don't know why.
Never-
I don't wink.
never
That's not me shooting my shot. That's just me winking at you.
Another game.
So do you find it attractive when a woman moves to you?
Yeah, it means confidence. She's got a lot of confidence.
But
in
I'm very
herself.
confident. I can move to anyone, but I just choose not to. I don't think it's traditional.
You shouldn't. Like,
Oh!
you shouldn't. Like, I'll be real.
Yes, I
traditional.
am that traditional person.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Let the man do
I
what
want
the
an
man's meant
alpha
to
male. I
do.
want to play my role and be a nurturer. I'm mad old school.
Okay.
I don't want to have to.
There is nothing wrong with that. Let the man pursue you.
You submit.
100% to my husband, to my partner.
Okay.
100%.
Oh yeah, Hebz, I can tell she'll submit.
Oh, my days.
No, but she comes across as someone who wants to cater to a man as long as she'll submit to the right type of man, not just
Yeah.
anybody. If
Yeah.
the guy gives her the right reason to submit, I reckon she will.
So do you find
Like
it
to most
attractive? Do you find it attractive if a woman moves to you? Do you see it as confidence?
Hey, it needs to take
Yeah, I see. It depends, like how the girl, like what she looks like. Am I attracted to her? Do you get me? Like because
So if she's buttered, you're like, ooh, why are you moving to me for?
like, I won't be rude. Like it happened to me in Box Park one time. Yeah, the Leng friends come over to say my butter's friend wants to chat to you, and I was like, long. But you
Wait,
get me?
she said that.
No, he's
No.
describing the
Oh,
boss.
Yeah,
I'm
the
like, what?
situation.
Bro.
So she's approached me now, and we just had a conversation. That's it. I said, "Dude, we can exchange instances, and that's about it."
But what's
like.
your friend saying? What's your friend saying?
I was thinking, how are you gonna come
It's
over?
fine. Go on Insta and then you can find the tags.
Yeah,
innit?
that's mad. So I just thought, nah, let's.
You should have
I'll-
done a video of all of them, Butter's friend and a good friend, and then tag everyone. Then you've got the-
Rah, Ben's
That's
a
mad
game
slag.
fellow.
But she's
Alright.
You
trying
sure
to
you're not
job
single
her.
boring
then?
man, yeah, the boring man.
I'm
Say
into
no
tech,
more.
so
All right,
that's why. By any
Eddie.
means.
But attractive,
Yeah.
like I have to be attracted to her. Like if an attractive girl did that, I'd be like, right, okay, let me see what it's saying. And it has happened one time actually. A girl that's actually attracted to, and I was rattled. I was fully rattled. I was like, raw, I didn't see that coming because you're leng. Do you get what I'm saying?
You're lame.
Oh yeah, proper. But yeah, it just depends on my attraction to the girl. If I'm attracted, then
Alright.
let's get jiggy still.
Fizz will shoot her shot. You don't mind her shooting a shot as long as she's leng. Ben's like, if I was single, maybe. I'll never shoot my shot. On that note, Eddie, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for
Thank
having me.
you.
It's
It's
been an
fun.
absolute pleasure. I was very nervous having you on here. I'm like, oh my God, the amount of pottiness that this guy has to say. This
not
guy
too
has
bad, you know.
no filter. No, he said to me, can I be free? I said, bruh, switch up. You know how to articulate yourself, innit?
All I said is, can I swear? I think I did swear once, didn't I?
You swore a few times, but it's like,
shit.
It's okay.
and again.
My bad.
All right, so where can people find you?
So you can find me on Instagram at OBA_VBE, or you can find me at Domino Effect, at Domino Effect Pod, both on Insta.
Yes, sir. Fizz?
You can find me on Keep It Fizz, 1Z.
One
It's just Keep It Fizz.
Dilute.
Ben of LDN.
And you can find me on I am Hebz with a Z on Instagram. I'm not on Twitter because it's going to come and haunt me. Or you can follow us, not you, on Growing Up Britishh. But guys, make sure you subscribe, like, tell a friend, tell the aunt, their nan, their neighbour, and their dog.
And uncles.
Yeah.
And uncles.
I'm here.
Tell everybody.
Done now.
Bye.
Peace.
Peace.